Hey everybody, it's LeakyTapsMan and this is another This Week in Gaming number 20, where I tell you everything that's going on in the world of games this week, and a lot of stuff has gone on this week, a hell of a lot. And I'm going to start with the biggest news, I feel is the biggest news anyway, and that is that apparently an Elder Scrolls MMO is in the works, and it's going to be announced in May. Supposedly, this is all rumours, it's going to be called Elder Scrolls Online, and apparently it's going to be set several hundred years before any of the Elder Scrolls games, so like Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Skyrim obviously. So it's going to be announced in May and apparently will be shown more extensively at E3. So there could be some weight in this rumour because ZeniMax Media, the guys kind of working in Bethesda, have been hiring for an unannounced MMO. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility that this is very much a reality. Elder Scrolls is a huge franchise now. This could really go head to head with World of Warcraft and Star Wars The Old Republic, so I'd be very interested to see if this one is a reality or not, and I would probably be quite interested in getting the game, I'm not going to lie. Sticking with Elder Scrolls, a Skyrim update is coming out soon. That's their quote, not mine. And it's going to feature new kill moves and kill cams, kind of similar to what you've seen in Fallout. So that's pretty cool. It's also going to fix a number of bugs, which they did specify, but I couldn't be bothered to write them down because they're probably not that important. Also this week, Microsoft have come out and said that a new Xbox won't be revealed at E3 or anytime soon for that matter. So this is kind of surprising. First of all, that they've not given the usual spiel of we don't comment on rumours or speculation. The fact that they've actually come out right and denied that it will be at E3 is very interesting indeed. So the ball is very much in Nintendo's court if that's true. They can really take E3 by the scruff of the neck if they dominate with the Wii U and a lot of software for that and the 3DS. Of course, Microsoft could be lying and it could just be a ploy to make the whole thing a massive surprise. We know Microsoft aren't exactly the most trustworthy company in the world, so take it with a grain of salt. Anyway, they've said they're not going to reveal it at E3. Hopefully they'll take that time to put a disk drive in the bloody thing. But anyway, interesting news nonetheless. Another thing this week, Crytek are going to announce an absolutely fantastic new project, as they call it, in April. And they say it looks fantastic, and it's the best project they have ever done. Some very strong words there. And if it's the best looking project that they've ever done, then it is going to look pretty damn sweet because Crysis has amazing graphics. Obviously, no idea what the game is, but I'll keep you posted whenever that happens. Nintendo are apparently working on 3 new franchises for the Wii U. No word on what these are, obviously, and also they are considering pricing the console lower than what they want. So they might have taken some tips from the 3DS where they realised that a price that is a bit more high-end doesn't go down well with Nintendo purchasers. I hope that rumour is true because as much as I think the Wii U looks awesome and I really want to get one, I could also see it being very expensive, so hopefully Nintendo just bite the bullet and take a bit more of a loss than they anticipated. Something else really interesting this week was the fact that Shenmue for the Dreamcast, I'm sure a lot of you know this game. For those of you that don't, it is actually really hard to describe now that I'm put on the spot. But basically it's a really popular Dreamcast game and considered by many to be one of the greatest of all time. The easiest way to put it is an adventure game, but that's underselling it. Anyway, there were murmurings going around this week that there was going to be a HD remake of the first 2 for Xbox Live Arcade, and apparently this has now picked up quite a bit of steam, and the rumours now are that in fact the 2 games have been done for over a year. So Shenmue 1 and 2, the HD versions have been completed and Sega are apparently waiting for the right time to release them. Apparently they were holding back because they were at one point planning to make Shenmue 3 and this hasn't happened, so expect some kind of official announcement on that. This rumour states that it's coming out for both Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network, so that's pretty cool news because those are some really good games. The same source of this rumour, which was apparently a Sega insider, also said that a HD remake of Skies of Arcadia is in the works. That's an RPG for the Dreamcast again, and although I didn't have the chance to play it, I heard only good things, so I'd be very interested in getting that one, and again I'll update you guys as to whether that becomes a reality or not. A pretty cool announcement this week also, Ratchet and Clank HD, the collection, is coming to the PlayStation 3, so this is a trilogy of the first three. It's got 3D trophy support and runs at 60 frames per second, so what you'd expect from a HD collection, and it is coming on May the 15th. I loved Ratchet and Clank, so I will be very much interested in purchasing this very soon. Speaking of May 15th, finally Diablo 3 has been given an official release date. It is May the 15th, so you rabid PC fanboys, you will get your fix soon enough. Diablo has a huge following and you can finally get your hands on that bad boy. I know you've been waiting quite some time now, provided there are no delays, of course, again. Another HD collection that has been announced this week is Resident Evil Chronicles HD is coming to the PlayStation Network, not on a disc, it's only downloadable thus far. It's coming out in June. It's got Umbrella Chronicles and the Dark Side Chronicles, which were Wii games, so this is using the PlayStation Move. No word on whether it uses a regular controller as well. You can buy them separately or buy them in a bundle. No word on pricing as of yet. And keeping in with the whole Resident Evil theme, Operation Raccoon City is going to get some free downloadable content, and it will see the Spec Ops team entering Raccoon City to determine the source of the virus. And apparently it's set between Resident Evil 2 and 3, and you get to revisit the moment when Jill meets Nemesis. So Nemesis is one badass dude, and I'm pretty sure that that DLC will be quite fun. The DLC hits on April the 11th, and the game is out in March the 20th in the USA and the 23rd in Europe. So pencil that in. And some more news for PC gamers to salivate over. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are being remade. It's called Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. It's got upgraded graphics and new content, which they have not specified, and they'll each be released separately rather than as a bundle, and the first one will come out and the second one will come out sometime later. Again, no date has been specified, and in fact no system was specified either, so no idea if this is on the Xbox, PS3 and PC. I assume it's on the PC at least, but if they want to make a lot of moolah, I'm assuming that Xbox and PlayStation are on the agenda also. Okay, I mentioned last week how Donkey Kong 3DS could be in the works because of a placeholder box that was put in an EB Games store, electronics boutique. Basically, GameStop, who own Electronics Boutique, have come out and said that the game isn't in development and Nintendo didn't tell them to put it there. Basically, EB Games took it upon themselves to put it on the shelf for some reason. Maybe they've been told to say this, or maybe they're telling the truth, but there you go, that's kind of been debunked for now. Also this week, it's been announced that Xbox Live Arcade games will be getting an achievement cap increase. So this was 200 gamer score originally, and it's going up to 400 gamer score with 30 achievements, and it can go up to 800 gamer score with downloadable content adding extra achievements. So games can start doing this right now. They did give a date, which I can't remember, I apologise, but there's a certain date where it's crossing over where all Xbox Live Arcade games will have to conform to this. At the moment they can choose to use the old system or the new system. And finally, some not so great news. Obsidian Entertainment, which are the developers behind Alpha Protocol and Fallout New Vegas and Knights of the Old Republic 2, so some pretty cool games. They've had to lay off 30 employees due to financial constraints, and apparently it's going to affect the South Park RPG game they have in development, and their unannounced next generation product is cancelled. So that is pretty crap news, especially with South Park, because I'm looking forward to that game. Hopefully it doesn't take too much of a hit in terms of quality and development time, but you know, this stuff happens, unfortunately. And that is everything that has gone on this week in the world of gaming. Give me your thoughts and opinions on what has gone on this week. I apologise if this is incredibly early or incredibly late, this video, because I'm not at home this weekend, so I've either uploaded this far too early or far too late, so apologies on that front. I don't know as of this moment right now whether I've done the former or the latter. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.